Panic attacks are the worst. If you've ever experienced one or many, you already know this. Now, I recently got a question here on my YouTube channel. How do I help a friend through a panic attack, through an anxiety attack? Well, first off, this person, thank you so much for writing this in. So many people can resonate with this, and you're such an amazing friend for wanting to assist and support in the best way possible. This video is dedicated to the friends or the individuals if you need support through a panic attack or helping your loved ones through a panic attack. So let's start. First of all, why does a panic attack happen? We're going to look at it through two angles, and I need you to stick with me through the why before we get into the how, because when you know the education behind why a panic attack happens at the level of the autonomic nervous system, you're going to be able to use these tools that I give you in a much more nuanced way rather than just jumping to the how. Why does a panic attack happen? Generally, something in the individual's immediate environment, internal, a feeling, sensation, or external, something relationally, a smell, a sound. Sometimes it doesn't even have to make any sense. And the individual's autonomic nervous system basically goes into a fight, flight, freeze, or fawn response, a survival response. And the sympathetic nervous system tells the body, hey, there's a threat. You need to respond yesterday. The heart rate goes up really quick. The pupils dilate. The digestive system shuts off. There can be numbness. The feeling of dread, terror, or anger or fear is essentially overwhelming. This is what happens at the level of the nervous system when a panic attack happens. Something in the environment triggers the alarm system in the body and brain, that fight, flight, freeze, fawn response system, and there's a cascade of emotions and sensations that happen. In order to calm the nervous system, calm that sympathetic response, we need the parasympathetic nervous system to come on in, meet it, and down-regulate it, or the social engagement system. The social engagement system is basically being in a safe enough connection with another human, that good friend, and the human that's experiencing the panic attack will be able to gently come out of the intensity of it. To take the why one layer deeper, I want to ask you, why do you think some people experience panic attacks? Sometimes once in their life. Some people experience them once a month, a few times a month, once in a blue moon. And other people, never in their life have they ever experienced a panic attack. Why do you think that is? Well, from my perspective as a trained nervous system specialist, I'm Luana Rose, by the way. I don't think I introduced myself yet. We got right into the juice. Why do some people experience panic attacks and some people don't? Well, basically it's because of unresolved trauma still held in the system, in the nervous system. So if an individual has experienced a lot of bad, scary things in their past, in their childhood, and it's still swirling around in the system, it's not healed, it's not resolved, then that individual's system, the alarm bell system, is primed to respond very quickly because the protective responses are right there. The survival energy and mode to protect, fight, flight, freeze, or fawn are right there. So sometimes, without any reason, they fire all together. It's basically a system that is confused and overwhelmed. So this individual is more likely to experience a panic attack or anxiety attack than someone that has resolved the trauma within their physiology. Even if you have experienced bad, scary things in the past, if you've worked with a somatic practitioner or someone of the likes and have resolved these things within, it's highly unlikely that you'll go to that edge of that sympathetic survival response mode, or it'll just take you more to get there. So I think it's important to differentiate between those two, because I myself have only experienced one panic attack in my life, and I asked myself that same question: why have I experienced a panic attack? And some people experience many, other people that I know have never experienced a panic attack. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video, the how. How do you help a friend or yourself, a loved one, if you're a coach, a teacher, a student, how do you help them through a panic attack? Here are my 3 proven ways to help an individual come out of an anxiety or panic attack. And when I say proven, I mean I have taken all my knowledge and tools from my work that I do and applied them for the people that I work with, because most people I work with have experienced panic attacks, or they have students themselves. I work with a lot of helping people, and they have applied these tools and gotten great results. So let's go ahead, and of course I have also used all of these tools myself, so they work. The first one: ask permission from your friend if you can make contact with their shoulders. So you can be right beside each other or make contact with one shoulder. Let's go from the side, and you ask permission: can I put my hands on your shoulders? And just give them a little squeeze. So your hands will be at the sides of their shoulders, and apply a firm pressure and just ask them, hey, can you notice my hands? Bring your attention to my hands. And have a firm but not too tight pressure. And ask them, hey, can you notice the temperature of my hands? What temperature is my hands? Are my hands? And see if you can have some social engagement with them to get a response. You can also ask them, just listen to the sound of my voice and notice the temperature of my hands. If you don't have their permission to make physical contact, you can invite them to hold on to your arm and squeeze your arm, and ask them to squeeze it as hard as they can. This bone right here is very firm. If you just squeeze like this, nothing's going to happen. The idea is to bring them out of their experience, because the inside will be feeling very intense. The idea is to get them outside and in connection with you, their friend, so that their system can co-regulate with your system. So if it's feeling scary on the inside and externally as a friend you're not having a panic attack, you're safe, then having them squeeze your arm or bringing your hands here will help them know somatically that they're not alone, they're not going to die, everything's going to be okay. The second tool I have for you is the breath. Don't ask your friend to change it or control. Simply ask your friend, just notice your exhale. Notice that there's a flow, that the breath comes in and it goes out. And ask them to pay really close attention to that exhale. No matter how small it is, there will be an exhale. We always have to exhale in order to be standing and coherent, right? So why the exhale? Because the exhale is part of the parasympathetic nervous system. So if the nervous system is stuck in the sympathetic fight, flight, something's dangerous, the parasympathetic needs to come in and meet it. So asking them to just notice the exhale, and you can do it with them. You can make a sound on the exhale. You know, if they're too caught up in it, notice your own breath and ask your friend, I need you to listen to the sound of my exhale. You can make any sound you want. It doesn't really matter. Just to help them come out of their experience and to that down regulation of that exhale, because when we focus on our exhale, our breath will become a bit longer and more expansive, and it's not controlling like a lot of other breath techniques can be. And the third tool I have for you is using your lovely voice and words. I'm right here with you. I'm not going anywhere. This is hard right now, but you're not in this alone. I'm right here with you. I'm sticking with you all the way through. Something of that variety, something that's genuine and your own. So a lot of folks that have experienced panic attacks or anxiety attacks have been abandoned before, or they've experienced challenging, intense emotions alone, or been shamed for the bigness of how they feel. When you add in steps 1, 2, and 3, the contact of the arms, or if they can squeeze your arm, noticing the exhale of the breath, and the sound of your voice. I'm right here with you. I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here with you. You're doing great. I know it may not feel like it, but you're getting through this, and I'm right here with you. Combining all of these together is what this video is all about. So, one more bonus tip. If you can combine those 3, one more bonus tip is keeping yourself regulated. So when we're trying to help someone that we care about and their nervous system is kind of amped up, it's normal for us to kind of get amped up as well. So really taking care of yourself, and this is how you do a little check-in. Do a little body scan. Where are my feet? My feet are on the ground. Give your toes a little wiggle. If you're sitting, notice the support of the chair, your booty, your spine, and take in your environment. So look where the light hits, where the table is, the edge of the table, the texture of the table, and notice your own breath. Notice the heat of your own body. Notice your own exhale. Keep yourself regulated. And their system, when you stick with it, it could be 5, 10, 20 minutes. You stick with that, their system will come out of it and meet you, and there you go. Good friends, good humans, good friends. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, or even if it wasn't, if there's something that can be improved, leave a comment below. Make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you in the next video.